So this is the story how we had Iggy, our small little white car, enter our lives. After about 3 weeks or so of walking everywhere, it became obvious that we really needed something more mobile. While the train system here is reliable and our town did have access to the train system, it wasn't as frequent because it's such a far Inaka area. And shorter errands like going to the grocery store or hardware store was a lot more difficult because it didn't have a train stop, so basically you did have to walk there. And from our house at that time, it was about a 20 to 35-minute walk. And I know what you're going to say, that's not that bad, but honestly, it isn't. But when you have to carry your groceries or the things that you buy at the hardware store, it's pretty much a chore. Being that we never drove in Japan, obviously we're not going to buy a brand new car, so we found a dealership online that was selling something that was really affordable and well within our budget. Enter Eggy into our life. She's a 2006 Honda Life, which is a common car in Japan. It's very small, very compact, but also very gas efficient. Because I love Iggy, I'm not going to say that these are problems, but right off the bat, there were some issues with the car. The AC adapters weren't working, so we had to change the fuses for that to make it work so that our camera would work. As well as chargers for our cell phones because we're desperately requiring them for translating and navigating our new town. Maybe about a day or two after that, Iggy completely broke down, causing us to have to walk, I think it was 3.5 hours home. At this point, we didn't have any friends who lived in Saitama, so there was nobody we could call, so pretty much walking was our option. And going back to the train system situation, we were literally in a place where you really couldn't catch a train either. While I would say that I was definitely not in the shape nor willing necessarily to make this walk, it was something that I'm glad we did because I got to see a lot of the parts of the town that I hadn't seen yet. On the walk, my brother and I talked about everything, started laughing about how we have a car, but now we're still walking. But I will admit that the dealership, although we were a little bit annoyed with the fact that the car broke down immediately, gave us a rent-a-car free until the car was completely fixed. A short while after that, we had to re-register Iggy so that it was under our name and that registered to Saitama. And that's how Eggy became our first car in Japan. It was quite the journey. Okay, bye!